Hey, it's David. Welcome or welcome back to Cross Fitness, helping men and women get into the best spiritual shape of their lives, one workout at a time. Quick thought here that I'm calling the first man's first job. Okay, Bible quiz here. Who's the first man? Okay, that's not hard. That was Adam, obviously. Okay, well, what was his first job? Well, some of you might say, well, it was tending the garden, right? And some of these would correct me and say, I was naming the animals. And I would counter back with, I don't think it was either of those. I think the first man's first job was to rest. See, Adam was created on the sixth day, and on the seventh day, God called it a Sabbath. It was a day of rest. And so Adam, full brain function, had the ability to walk from day one, ready to go, had a commission to do a job that God hardwired in him. He was to rest. So what is that saying to us? I mean, this idea and concept and notion of a Sabbath, of a day of rest. God said out of every 7 days, one of those, the seventh day is a day of rest. And I'm just thinking about this before I turn the camera on. There's at least three areas that really helps us. Number one, physically, right? I mean, these days it's more of a technological, industrial manufacturing and business type of lifestyle. But there's a lot of people still that are working hard physical labor jobs, and having a day of rest physically helps them. Okay, same with exercise. I exercise usually 5 or 6 days a week, but I never exercise on Sunday. I just take that off, so it can help us physically to recuperate physically. Secondly is I suppose emotionally, mentally, we need that break. And we can deal with critical, valuable relationships during those times. And then, thirdly, spiritually, we can have a spiritual renewal during a Sabbath, just meditating on the things of God and just enjoying what He's given us in creation, and just the thrill of that. So, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I knew a man once who worked 7 days a week for years that I knew him, 80 to 100 hours a week. It was just the driving force of his life. It was his passion. It was his love. He was more zealous for that than for his married partner, his wife. He would go to work. She would sit at home on the couch and wait for him to come home for those brief moments. And that was their life for decades. There were really no vacations to show, no videos or photographs of fun times, no bucket list, no hobbies together, no getting with another couple and going somewhere fun and doing something fun. It was pretty much work for him. And, you know, that didn't meet the criteria of, number one, it wasn't good for his body physically. He's an older man now and having tremendous problems, having worked two careers in one, and the physical toll that it took on his body. Secondly, mentally, emotionally, his wife is now deceased, and so the opportunity is lost. It's gone to recapture those days. In fact, I once heard him say to her, once I retire, then we'll get an RV and we'll travel and we'll vacation and we'll go and do the things that you want to do. So they postponed and deferred away their dreams in life, and it never happened. And then, thirdly, spiritually, it took a toll. Working 7 days a week, he was not in church. And, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, that takes a toll spiritually. And now he's retired and he's in church, seated by himself without his wife, and hobbling in and hobbling out, parking in the handicap space. So I don't know. I'm just would love for you to think about, what does Sabbath rest look like? God provided it as a gift to man. Sabbath was for the man. And think about today, what does that look like for you this week? and then respond accordingly. Okay? So I hope that encourages you. For now, I'm David, your virtual mentor, reminding you that I'm always for you. I'm never against you. God bless you so much. See you next time.